Yeah,
All right.
the
Then
start is not bad.
everybody is except from Specs.
Yeah.
Then everybody is ready again. Harmjun,
Uh,
Cow, you guys are ready?
yes, sir.
All
I
right.
am ready.
Ready to rumble.
All right. Then I would say we gonna start the Breath of the Wild bingo in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
Bye, guys.
I'm gonna draw myself a little bit back here, so you can
Okay, so
talk
I'm going
about
offline
what's
to
happening.
go talk with Harm. So bye, guys.
But
Like
okay,
I'm
and then
communicating with Harm.
we can look at the card.
All right, so
What do we have
something
here?
that's pretty cool about Breath of the Wild bingos is Breath of the Wild is a pretty open game by its nature. It's really neat in that essence that you can just go to any part of the world at any time, right after the plateau. And since the runners start on a race file, right at the Temple of Time after getting the paraglider, you can literally just open up and go wherever you want in the world. So it's really flexible with bingos in that way. You don't have to do any insane glitches to get to certain parts of the game. And it really makes your routing around the world really interesting because your bingo card is obviously going to determine where you have to go. And picking the right ones to do in the right order that manages your resources correctly and takes an efficient route around the world is really interesting, thought-provoking thing to think about. So it's a pretty interesting matchup.
Yeah. And also with if you do have to do blackout bingo, you have to do every goal. So you kind of want to think, okay, what goals are the best to combine, and also how do we match the goals with the player? So, I mean, for example, only one has to get the camera and then do all of the camera goals.
So you don't want to have one of them get the camera and the other one have to go because that person will get the camera, which is just it's inefficient.
Yeah.
So you just have to really do a lot of planning as a team.
Yeah, even though there's only one camera
Very
goal.
interesting to see though is that okay, Tickets Rough started now too, but that Harmgen was for a minute was just the only one who actually did something.
Yeah, I mean at the beginning.
A lot
You
of times
kinda have
people
to
take the
think-
time to look at the card and
Yeah,
just
right.
study it for a second. I know if
I mean,
anything.
usually at the
We'll do that.
start, what I do is I grab some basic stuff on the plateau, just the axe, a shield, a bow, some arrows, fire and ice arrows, and while doing that, I look at the card and think about what I can do. So yeah, also Team Blue currently in the lead, already finished 2 goals.
Yeah, they got a few of the quick ones that you can get on Plateau, the rusty item and the Boko equipment, both items you can find on Plateau. So
Yeah.
basically all 3 of these guys are probably going to be getting the axe on Plateau. It is the useful axe that is used in like almost every single run.
Yes,
Well, not nowadays anymore, I guess, but
that's true, but in bingo, you
the
wanna get
usefulness
it.
of two-handed weapons is incredible in this game. For instance, you can use them to just chop trees down, so that allows you to do stasis launches, which are a strat for getting around the world quickly. And if you can stasis launch, you can super launch, which gets you to even farther places in the world. And they can be used to open certain boxes and stuff, just gather some resources. Very useful item to have. And they're pretty easy to find scattered about the world as well.
Yeah.
So it's interesting seeing Specs play with his feet. He said, he was telling us earlier in voice how when he's playing with his feet, he can't whistle sprint. Whistle sprinting basically lets you hold down the whistle button. Mashing B while moving, it allows you to sprint without consuming any stamina. And Specs has trouble doing it when he's using his feet. So as you can see, he's having to manage stamina quite interestingly. And here Harmgem is picking up this ruby. This is the DLC ruby. That's from, it's a little bonus if you have the DLC installed in your game, called the Day 1 DLC. And it's just a useful item to get on plateau. So most runners usually pick that up in categories such as AMQ, all dungeons. Really useful for bingos as well. 3, 2, 10 rupees you can find on plateau. And you can use rupees to buy a number of things, resources, arrows, etc. So it looks like
So
Spec
from-
is clearing out some Koroks right now. He's going for this trick shot Korok right here.
Oh man, this card.
Oh, is he gonna make the first one? Oh, he makes it. Yes. That's great.
And I wanted to say, if you look at the card, there are actually not that many goals that have overlap. Because usually, if you have a total Korok goal, that fits very well with other Korok goals, but there is no total on this card. And also, the only thing is, there is the Royal Recipe side quest, and there is 10 side quests. Which
That's a lot of
be
extra side quests.
taken together.
done.
Yeah, still a lot of extra side quests.
Yeah.
But I think if you go to Kakarika anyway, there are a lot of side quests there you can do.
I'm wondering if Specs is gonna try heading towards the saddle. But he's got the.
Oh.
He's definitely doing Lake Tower Koroks right now. And he is in that neck of the woods. Basically, the ancient saddle is a piece of equipment you can get for your horse. And if Specs catches a horse, he can put the saddle on his horse once he's tamed it, and that allows his horse to teleport to him when he whistles. And it's very useful in just being able to travel the world really quickly and have your horse whenever. And that was really funny. Specs just had a Lizzie boy on the Zolfos just jump in the water right next to him.
Wow. Just trying to grab specs, but
And Pyro's actually going ahead and redeeming some stamina here. Stamina is actually really useful. If you redeem 1, you can't really do any extra climbing with it, but it will allow you to, well, climbing in the sense that you can't do an extra dash upwards with it, like he's doing right now on the ladder. But having stamina is just useful in situations with charging stasis launches, and it's just very useful for situations where you usually have really tight stamina. And with bingos, you do have to go to some very interesting parts of the world at times. So it's always good to be a little bit more prepared like that.
I think it's worth it to grab if you have to get some perks which might be high up where you need to climb. But there
It
are
looks like
quite a few
Harmgen
Korok
is about to
goals.
horse right now. He's trying to get a stasis launch from Magnesis. It looks like he's going towards the horses. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. It looks like Pyro's actually about to be going for a BTB setup here.
Nice.
He's making a really ballsy move right now. Wonder where this is headed. I think this might be... Does he have any kind of Kakariko requirements?
Yeah, I think that's...
Yeah, that might be where he's headed right now. Yeah, this definitely looks like a Kakariko BTB. And he nails it. Nice.
Nice. I still need to learn that. It's really, really useful, because Kakariko is pretty much required. At least in Blackout.
Now, I wonder if he's going to head straight to Kakariko, or if he's going to go over to the peaks and do the super launch in to get Paya skip. But it looks like he might be having to do some stuff on the way, perchance.
I think I would go straight to Kakariko.
Yeah, it's usually really hard to make it there with just one BTB.
Yeah, but it's actually looking pretty good. Not too far off. Can run the rest.
Looks like Specs is having some trouble with stamina management right here, trying to use his feet. Oh gosh. Pyro, no! Oh, Pyro goes down to the Guardian. Oh man.
Freaking Guardian.
Can we get some Fs in the chat for that?
Stupid.
Yeah, those Guardians can be awful like that, especially that one around Kakariko. If you get a really weird BTB when heading that direction, and really get into his sightlines, and it can really badly. So I believe Specs is actually trying. I think I know what he's trying to do down It's either there's a Korok down here, or there's also an Edge of Duality down here. But to me, it looks like he's trying to get that tree
I think
branch.
he's going for the Korok.
Or is he going for that tree branch that's right there? I don't know what he's...
Well, the tree branch is a Korok.
Oh, is it? I was unaware of
Yeah.
this.
It's like one of those really stupidly hidden Koroks. Because you just pick up this tree branch and suddenly it's a Korok.
And Harm Gem has landed from his launch. Looked like he tried to go for a horse, didn't make it, but he has a save there right in the rock, so he can try again. I'm assuming he's going to reset until he gets a 4-speed. If you get a 3-speed horse, it's going to really slow you down for the rest of the run, to the point where resetting for the 4-speed is most likely worth it. Especially if he ever plans on getting saddle, but I'm not so sure that Harmgen is going to be getting saddle. Who knows which one of them is going to do late Koroks, if anything. And that's the only thing I think that's really in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, either one of them could take the late Korok objective and definitely do some shrines over there, like Kamakog or Pamagnates over that way.
Yeah, they're quite short.
And especially shrines like Kamakog has some really good resources in there. I think there's some kind of gem in there you can take.
I think that's
There's also a
300
weapon
days.
too. So I don't know, there might be some worthwhile reasons to go over there.
There's also a quest, but I don't think that's worth it.
There's the one at the stable where you can clear the
Yeah.
saddle. Pyro's having a rough time with his guardian here. Looks like he's about to make it away though. Once he gets below his cliff, he should be good. Oh, that was really close.
Yeah.
Alright, he looks to be safe now. Oh, there's another guardian. Okay.
Oh wow.
He's gonna waste all of his arrows to get through this. Roto, maybe?
There is a pretty good question in the chat. When it's Blackout, why is one of the marks for both teams? That is something I don't know either.
I believe that's because each team is working to get Blackout each.
Yeah.
That's
It's
the
not-
that's the
okay.
objective. It's the first to Blackout.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's the difference between Blackout and Lockout. In Lockout, each goal can only be claimed by one team, but in Blackout, each team has to get all of the goals. So at the end, the board will be filled with both colors. Oh, Pikachu is going for the Wizrobe. I don't know why he's not using an ice arrow.
Does he have an ice arrow?
Maybe not, but then would be the question why.
Yeah, there's no
doesn't
way
have
he
ice
has.
arrow.
There's no way he has an ice arrow if he's using these weapons against it. Unless he really needs it for later. But yeah, this will complete the kill fire type Wizrobe.
Yeah.
And he might be picking up Rhoda O Shrine that's nearby as well.
Yeah, quick shrine. Easy goal.
Gonna be interesting to see which one of these guys are gonna make it towards Akala. Someone needs to both talk to Kilton and get Robbie's diary. Robbie's diary is in the Akala lab, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you can get it at any time.
but I do know you need to get Kilton from the Skull Lake.
Yeah. There's no other place you can talk to him. You can, if you have talked to him after that, he's in some towns, but not before.
Yeah, there's definitely some good shrines they could route in around there. A lot of the Akala shrines are pretty quick.
Yeah, exactly. If you have to go to a lot of places in the game anyway, so a lot of shrines.
Yeah, it's really difficult to actually figure out which shrines you want to do because one of these guys has to do 8 of them, or can they do 4 and 4? Like one of them do
No.
4? Okay, I just
Well, I mean, they only have to do 4 more. They already have the
Yeah.
4 plateau shrines.
but it's not they have to do 8 collectively. It's like one of them do 8.
Yeah, it's with each of the goals, one person
So,
has
yeah.
to do it.
Even though it is 8 whole shrines, deciding which 8 to do across the entire bingo is quite a lot, because there's a lot of shrines in the world, and picking the fastest 8 is really difficult to do, and
Exactly.
route around that. But that's not really too much time that's wasted or saved.
Most of the shrines are really quick and they don't give out that much in length. If you don't want to do, of course you don't want to do the Kakariko shrine, right? Maybe with clipping it could be worth it, but
Mm-hmm.
probably not. But yeah, I wonder when they will go to Rito and get all of the.
By the way, it
goals.
looks like Pyro is
Game.
Kakariko now. He made it to Impa. Impa is a very crucial part to a lot of parts of this game. Activates the dragons, starts the main quest after Plateau. Quite a lot. I'm pretty sure they're mainly needing it for Paya's diary. Unless
Yeah,
there's
I
something
think you
that
need the
I'm not-
camera for the diary to appear.
Yeah.
Nah, then that's the reason it's doing it. Usually there is like a goal, collect one picture memory,
Mm-hmm.
or I don't know, a couple of enemies in Compendium. But not on this card.
Looks like Harmjin's going for some Linear Koroks now. So if you're in the wetlands, going for this boulder one.
The Nair cards are really fast.
Yeah, they are. The wetlands have a lot of really good ones. And Specs is going for some Lake Tower ones over. He's really heading towards the saddle right now. I think he might be actually getting the saddle. He is right over near Highland Stable now.
Also for the Linairo Koroks, you can get the 3 Linairo Koroks and then you're almost at Kakariko. So you
He
can
couldn't
run that.
unstasis it with his foot.
Yeah.
Alright, I believe Pyro's going to be going for some Swift Carrots here. Yep. Swift Carrots are a value 1 speed up item. And you can use them in conjunction with some other ingredients to make meals that'll actually increase Link's movement speed by up to 50%. And I don't know if his plans are to go for Farash at all, but
I don't think so.
Carrots
I think he only got it for the cooking
for-
side.
yeah.
Otherwise he would have picked a lot more than one.
Yeah, exactly. It's like he just wants to make a meal with it. And Specs grabs some more Koroks here. Looks like the same for Harmjin.
Under knowledge coming into play.
And Pyro's doing this this side quest here in Kakariko where he has to light all of these torches over here. Easy side quest. And they need to do 10 total, so... And this is also really useful because you get to go to the arrow shop for it, so we can just buy some arrows while he's there.
Exactly. Fits really nice in the round.
And you might be picking up a fire arrow here too, just to light a fire if need be.
I'm done trying this shrine skip. Not quite getting it, but
Yeah, Dakatus is a pretty crazy skip for it, where you stand in a precise spot relative to the end. And you throw a bomb and blow it up at a precise time, and it'll actually make the orb just go straight into the spot. If you don't know exactly where the spot is, though, it's pretty tricky. And he's gonna go for another skip right here too, where you actually bomb yourself under the water, and looks like oh, he almost got it. Yeah, that's pretty precise as well. So that was a good attempt though. But he can just go get the scoop if he doesn't drown. Oh, he just drowned. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's a very likely thing to happen in that shrine, though, if you don't that bomb boost correctly. Really don't have much stamina left after that to make it.
Yeah, sucks. But I think he had a stamina meal actually. Not sure.
I think
But at
he
least
had
he
the
has
course of
another
bee honey
attempt
for it.
at the fast shrine
Mhm.
skill.
Oh, I didn't notice that Pikachu picked up a meteor rod to use. Yeah, meteor rods are just a fire elemental weapon. It can take the place of fire arrows for lighting fires or anything else in the world. Fires are useful. You can change the time of day. You can light cooking pots. Needed for a few.
Pika getting the bomb down, but probably for Ibra. For the bowling minigame.
And it looks like Pyro's about to do the Hateno BTB over here.
Man.
Yep, he's saving. He's about to go for it. And he realizes he has no arrows.
No.
Let's see if he tries it. He can try it with the fire arrows, or actually, it looks like he's actually just gonna try something else.
I think he just used the boulders to launch.
Yeah.
Once it and then runs the rest. Worked as well. I think it would take more time to go back and grab the arrows and then eventually not get the launch that way.
I'm pretty sure he could have just used fire arrows for it. I don't know if he's wanting to conserve those, however.
I don't know. I'm not sure if the reaction of the enemies is the same with fire arrows.
Yeah, I know it's different for ice arrows, but fire. Alright, looks like Harmjim has made it through Dakatus, so that's another shrine for their team. Lay blue team.
Team Blue.
Yeah, Pyro seems to be doing some resource gathering here on the way to Hateno.
It's not a bad idea. So
He needs to
some
get over
stuff
there and grab the
later.
camera. Oh, I did forget that there's coarser bee honey in this area too. I don't know if they need that for anything, do they?
For the cooking side quest, I think.
Oh, okay.
I mean, so they don't need it, but if you need
And
to
I
get
believe
10
you
side
can
quests, then
use
the
that.
cooking side quest is one of the best options.
That's not used for energizing. Sir, he needs a he needs one of the beetles for that. Expect his controller is going to be nasty after this. Absolutely nasty.
Snake's getting killed by the keys. It's stupid.
So Pika is going for the white horse. Zelda's horse that's tied to a side quest, so it's going to be another side quest. And Pyro appears to be back in Kakariko, presumably to buy some arrows. Yeah, I saw that one coming.
Arrows are really useful. And it's really, really easy to waste all of them.
Looks like Harmjim's got one more Linear Korok to go.
Yeah, but there are like 6 in this area.
Yeah, exactly. They're everywhere. And yeah, Pika's got the Zelda horse now. He has to just take it back to the NPC to finish the side quest.
I wonder if any one of them will get Majora's Mask. Because that's also another side quest.
Yeah, all these little short DLC quests that you get with the masks and stuff really help in getting side quests for those kind of challenges in bingos. And with this Fairy Light right here, I think Harmjon's got his third linear Korok. So very cool. Specs appears to be back on plateau, going for some more Koroks, or something, rather. Yes, that's what it is. And Pyro's doing full in the coop right now. It's a little quest in Kakariko Village where you have to gather the Cuckoos and put them in their pen, similar to Ocarina of Time, how you get the bottle.
Yeah, probably a reference to that.
Yeah, it's definitely a reference to that, but unfortunately we don't get a bottle in this game, you get 50 rupees.
Well, I mean, there are no bottles in this game. Because apparently, in the other games you need a bottle to get fairies and stuff, but in this game, Link can just grab everything with his hands. Even fish and fairies. Insects.
Link has learned to survive in the wild, and
Yeah.
therefore he's now able to grab all the stuff and put it in his pocket.
This giant pocket. Specs actually getting the Hylian trousers, so it is a goal to get the Hylian trousers with the star, so level that up one time. So it also needs to open a fairy somewhere, a great fairy. Probably. Well, if he's going to Akala to get the gold there, then that fairy would probably be the best option. Or the Tabanta one. Because I think Harmjon is the one. Oh, wait, no, he's with Carpyro, right? Yeah, so I think Carpyro is the one that's in Kakariko, so Specs doesn't.
Yeah,
need to
Pyro
go
could
there.
grab that, he grabbed that fairy fountain right there if that's what you're going for. I believe he just needs the 5, it's 5 Bokoblin horns for the browser.
Let me check that real quick. I think it's something like that, either horns
Yeah.
or...
Yep,
something.
that's it.
Oh, nice.
Taking the time to name the horse appropriately.
Nice.
Pyro's actually talking to this man here by going into his garden. And just for doing that, the old man gives him a fortified pumpkin. So, he didn't accidentally do that, he did that on purpose. And he's going to need that a little later, I'm assuming.
I don't know. I don't think there's any goal.
Maybe he's got a side quest in mind for that. I believe there is... Oh, I think he might be doing cocoa cooking.
Yeah, but cocoa cooking is
Is it not a pumpkin?
No,
Oh, I thought it was a...
you need
You need
raw
the coarser
meat,
bee honey, yeah, the
has
meat.
bee honey, swift carrot, and goat butter.
Thought
Those
it
are
was
four things you
the...
need.
I thought it was the pumpkin.
Yeah, no, but no. She actually has the pumpkin already, she just needs the meat. You get a meal from that with the pumpkin.
Exactly. It's like Pika finished up Royal White Stallion. So he got that one of the side quests finished up.
Nice. Yeah.
Bex is attempting to grab this honey here.
Because this chicken is actually pretty well protected by that. I don't know what it is. That one guy preventing you from entering the field with the trees or whatever.
Harmjon is showing us an exact reason why people hate horses in this.
Yeah.
They just keep running into everything. He just got off of He's done with
Please
And
kill
yes,
it.
here we go. Pyro's doing Coco's cooking. Couple easy side quests you can get out of the way if you just collect a few items.
Yeah, really easy side quests.
So yeah, it's very
And
smart to
thank
do
you
in a
for this.
bingo. There are literally 4 quests you can do in a row
Yeah,
if you have the right ingredient.
each of them is an individual quest, which is quite unusual.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And they can be completed super quickly.
Yeah. No, horses are not good persons. They all have to be killed. Why is that not a bingo goal? Kill a
A
horse.
hot buttered apple.
Nice. Now I'm hungry.
Looks like Harmjun's making his way towards Kakariko, it seems. Definitely heading uphill there. Towards Kakariko.
Yeah, and then cleaning up. Cleaning up there. Grabbing side quests. Probably doing something similar to what Cowpyro did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Harmjun's been... Or has it been Pika that's been doing the side quest? Yeah, Pika's doing the side quest, or unless
Yeah,
Royal
right,
White Stallion
right.
is literally a requirement.
Yeah. But he can go to Kakariko as well. It's not too much out of the way, I think.
Very smart grabbing this topaz right here too.
It's nice for money. Because they need the Gerudo set.
Looks like Pikachu trying to get some extra arrows here in the Temple of Time and around Plateau.
Requires a lot of money.
Pretty useful. There's a bow in the chest here, as well as some pots you can break nearby that usually have some arrows in them. So yeah, pretty useful. And he's actually climbing up here, like he's about to go to the BTB spot. I'm wondering if he's gonna go for that.
I think so.
Oh, his stamina's getting really tight. That's scary.
So this is a 2 versus 2 bingo. So there are 2 teams with 2 people each, and you can see who is in what team by the color next to the names. And both teams want to mark every goal on the board,
So,
and
you're
whoever
finally
and
awake.
which team marks of all the goals first wins.
It has been quite a long time, Link. I am much.
Yeah, looks like Pika's going for some sort of BTB here,
older,
presumably the
but
Hyrule Castle one?
lonely,
I don't know if it's
don't
gonna make
I
it
think
there
so.
though, but looks like he's just trying to get over that direction.
I mean, Hyrule Castle has a lot of good stuff in general. But I don't know for what it would be useful this time. Maybe he wants to get some good weapons for the Blue Hinox.
Oh.
And also there's a Blue Hinox right next to the castle. Hyrule Castle is not that strong on this board.
Yeah, it really isn't. Basically, it could be useful for just about resource gathering, and that's it.
Yeah. But there are not that many resources that can be found.
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
see any reason they'd really need many weapons unless they just wanted to launch around everywhere.
Yeah, that could also be a reason. Because sometimes you have like a goal, grab the Royal Guard's weapon, and then you have to go to Hyrule Castle. I mean, there's also a lot of money around Hyrule Castle, so
True.
might go for that. Damn, specs.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like Pika was going for the B2B to Hyrule Castle.
Do
Or
we
something in
have
that direction.
time for a donation?
Yes, we
course.
do.
We have a donation by Anonymous with the comment, I love tomatoes, with $100.
Yeah, nice.
Can we
Wow,
get some hype
yeah.
for that in the chat for the
Tomatoes are pretty
$100
great, too.
donation?
Of
And
course, like a classic,
a lot of thanks go to Anonymous.
Shoutouts to Anonymous.
Alright, Harmjin is doing Telenig's teaching right now. This is Telenig, the Shrine of Kakariko. It's just a little tutorial. But it gets a shrine done. Also
you set
gets
up
you a
skill?
Shield of Mind's Eye, which is a very good shield.
It is.
Shield that allows you to surf pretty quickly so you can optimize movement with it. Doesn't seem like he's taking it though. And actually, yeah, he's going for the clip.
Nice. See if he gets it.
Nice. Very good. He gets it.
Nice. It's really good.
Oh, he's taking the opal too. Bummer he didn't take the Shield of Mind's Eye. It's a great shield to have, and his shield's pretty low on durability right now. And if he's going to be going for sword to BTB, he's definitely going to make sure he has a shield.
Definitely.
So he needs to make
Definitely
sure.
want a shield in this game. Because you also
Yeah.
can do the horse stamina.
Shields are the
restoring.
most broken item in this game.
Definitely. As you could see, you can use a shield jump to clip through the wall.
Yeah, Harmjin had a really nice clip right there. Very clean.
Yeah. But basically it happens because if you shield jump on a skewed surface, then you get set in a state where the game still remembers your angle. And if you do a shield jump and unequip your shield, your position gets reset in that angle for a split of a second, which allows you to clip through that. It's really cool.
During the time when Link is shifted that position, you can push into the wall and basically push his model towards the wall. That forces his pivot, which is offset from his model into the wall. So when he snaps back after the skew, he'll be pulled through.
Basically go through the wall in one frame, so there's no collision. I think that's the explanation, I'm not sure.
There's so many different theories. All we know is that it works.
Yeah. That's something good to know. So we can see that Hamjan is definitely the one going for shrines.
Yep.
Already completed 7, I think.
Now it looks like Cocoa cooking is being done once more by Pyro.
Nice.
A tough meat stuffed pumpkin.
Yep. Yeah.
Sounds
pumpkin.
pretty appropriate for this time of year. I remember these herbs that Spec's taking right now, back running all main quests. Before we had all this crazy glitchy stuff discovered. We used to have to take those all the time. They were so useful right at the start of Plateau.
Yeah.
You get to Magnesis,
Also-
do Magnesis, take those herbs, teleport away.
And with the 8 shrines, it works like one of the persons has to get it. So you can't say one person gets 4 shrines and the other one gets the other 4 shrines.
Basically, someone's on shrine duty.
Right. So for each goal, you have to find someone of the 2 people to do it. And as Nicholas already pointed out, 4 are already done on Plateau. They count toward the 8 shrine total.
So he'll need to
So-
have 12 total.
No. If it says 8 shrines, that
8
means
shrines.
you get you have to have 8 shrines total at the end, so only 4 shrines after Plateau.
Yeah, so it should say 12 total. Because 4 from Plateau plus the 8 you get.
Well,
Right.
you don't get 8 shrines, you only get 4.
But they
then you
need-
have
they-
8 total.
Well, they need 8 for the challenge.
Yeah, but after they have done 4 shrines... After
Oh, no, I'm
total,
saying after they have
8.
all of them is when they'll need 12.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Ignore me.
Uh-oh, specs. Oh no, specs.
Oh, man. Looking good.
You got this, buddy. Jump onto the block. Oh, and he takes a dive into the mush. Oh, he got it, cool. Going for this fire and ice arrow.
Nice. Yeah, they're really useful.
Do we have time for another donation?
Yes, we
Of
do.
course.
We get another $100 donation by Anonymous saying tomato sauce rocks. And
Nice.
with that, we have reached 2 incentives. We have reached the triple bingo for new Super Mario Brothers Wii, and we also have reached the cutscene skip the cutscenes in Super Mario Sunshine.
Nice. Kudos cutscenes.
Good. Alright, Harmjin seems to be doing his 5th shrine right here after Plateau. This is Hillarao, I think. Yep. And not Pika. Pyro is going for the Hateno BTB. See how this goes. And looks like he got it.
Nice.
Got one of the slower BTBs you can get, but it definitely works and it should get him most of the way there.
Yeah, but still, BTBs in general are just so...
Yeah, it's so breakneck fast that even one of the slower ones is really quick
You
and
can
good to
just
get.
Go to Hateno Tower now. But there's no tower goal on this card. This card is a lot of random stuff. Like, not really a lot of totals. The only one being side quests. There's no core total, there's no tower total. I mean, also shrine total. No shrine quests. Oh, there's one shrine quest. 2 rings shrine quest.
Hi. Hmm? Oh.
Yeah, it looks like Pika's climbing the Temple of Time again. Like he's go for the BTB, I believe.
I think so.
And Pyro has just made it to Hateno. And is now doing Miyamagana. Miyamagana is known as the awful motion control shrine.
It's not that
But-
awful.
Well,
I think the skip is
casually it-
quite cool if you... Because you can just turn
yeah, the
game
skip
back
makes it not bad,
and then...
in my opinion. And looks like Pika got a really nice BTB right there. Very good.
Nice. That was really, really good. Should get him all the way to have a castle. Yeah, as you can see, Pyro turning the puzzle and then trying to flip the orb right to the finish. So yeah, that's how you get to our castle. One round. Very convenient.
It's like Specs is trying to find some restless crickets over.
Yeah, I was wondering that as well. What he's looking for.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused by that.
I mean, restless crickets are not useful.
Oh, energizing elixir.
Oh, right.
He just needed one. Alright, fair enough. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but it appears that Pika's stream is frozen on the actual stream.
Is it?
Yeah, it looks like it is for me, because he's actually doing stuff and it still shows the pause screen for me on the actual stream.
Nice. Of course I'm getting an ad. I have the actual stream pause, but
Oh, looks like Pyro got a few things for Weapon Connoisseur, just some extra side quests.
Yeah, I can refresh. Refresh it real quick. Which hopefully works. Yay.
Looks like Pyro's also trying to get some restless crickets now for that one elixir.
Yeah, there are a lot in that town.
There we go, he got one.
Especially in the fields. You can farm them easily. He seems to go for some more. Or maybe he wants that alien rice. So Pika at the dining hall, which has a lot of stuff.
Alright, looks like his screen's unfrozen now, so we got that figured out. Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, Pika is at Hyrule Castle. There's a lot of things to gather here. It's useful materials and such.
Yeah.
A lot of the any percent guys will go here for bingos.
Oh,
So it is just an easy place to get to, and it also has a lot of resources.
Definitely. Most of the time, I just do the slap launch because I still need to learn the BTB, and I will definitely do that because it's so useful. Most of the time, I'm like activating wetland stable, and then riding the horse from there to Hyrule Castle. Go to the.
Oh, I
swamp,
bet
and
you
then
that
do
Hylian Rice is what he's been looking for. He's already got a restless
Yes,
cricket. Looks like he probably needs something else too. Probably Anthoweed, I'm assuming.
Yeah, to Bentabie. For the
Yeah, you should be able to get those in the grass by.
monster cake. But I don't think Tabenta spawns there. I think it only spawns in Tabenta actually, or somewhere around there.
I don't know what else he could be trying to get then.
So since you need to go, you need to get, what is it? Sugar for the cake.
Kind of surprised Pika didn't take the Royal Guard's armor. It's just, or I think it's only the set effect. Yeah, he'd have to get the whole set if he's doing that, so never mind. But yeah, Royal Guard bow, Royal Guard sword, some good stuff here. Royal
Good
Claymore,
focus and stuff.
as well as some Moblin Guts. Make some elixir stuff with that.
Scary boulder for Harmjan. Coming right after him. I've never seen them going up the railing that way. Oh, and gets it. So.
Alright, Harmdrum just finished another shrine, finished Malkeet.
Nice.
And he's got 2 more shrines to go until he's got that one challenge done. Kind of surprising. It looks like both teams have taken a lot of the same squares so far.
Yeah. I mean, they already have set up for some other goals.
I'm interested to see if Harmjan's going to be getting the 2-ring shrine quest so we can double dip that shrine.
I think so. It's a really easy shrine. and
Yeah,
really
I
fast.
wonder if he's saving that though.
Especially with
It's nowhere near that in the world right now.
Man, Beck's getting bullied by the horses.
Yeah, I think Pyro's trying to find some Tabantha wheat that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think he's going to realize it here in a second. Yep, all the incentives you can see at the little scroll bar at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, also if you go to the donation link, on the left side there's a bar with the polls and the challenges, which are the donation incentives. a bit
Ooh,
worse.
Pika taking a nasty hit from that Lizalfos right there. And Howard Castle just as he was reading the diary.
Nah, damn. I mean, that's Castle for yeah.
Yep, it looks like Specs is trying to grab a horse, but he keeps getting bucked off.
Yeah. And everyone is wondering why nobody likes horses.
Yeah, I'm assuming catching a horse with your feet is not the easiest thing ever.
No, because you have to mash pretty fast.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Even
gonna
if
be
it's
really
a dead
tough.
horse. It's Bex, the madman. It's trying it anyway.
Yeah, Pyro's still trying to get some Tabantha wheats. I'm assuming.
Yep.
I don't know what else he could be getting from the grass.
Because
At this
they're
point, I
getting
wonder
the-
if it would have just been a better idea to just make it to somewhere where you can buy it. But I don't think he has really much to do up there if Pika's going to be doing the Hebrew stuff.
I mean, for sure, there's.
Not Pika, Spec. What am I talking?
I mean, you definitely want to go to Ritu anyway for the cane sugar.
Yeah, true.
So you can just buy the banter wheat there. That's what I always do. yeah, almost half of the time is over, but blue team actually already has almost half of the goals. 10 out of 25.
I think we're getting to the point here in a bit where they're going to be starting to seriously knock some out. A lot of people have been preparing for some stuff to knock out and resource gathering for that, so second half usually has a lot more objectives cleared than the first.
I mean, at the beginning, you can always get those really, really easy goals, like
You know, the Boko and Rusty
item.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And then in the middle, you're resource gathering, and then at the end, you get the rest of the goals. That's usually how it goes.
And Specs is taking another attempt to tame the horse over here. It looks like he got it. He went for the one that doesn't actually require any taming. So that's a smart move by him, just to ensure he gets one.
That's good horse. I mean, that's a terrible horse, but
Good idea.
best way.
Hey, it's better than no horse.
All horses are bad, but yeah, I agree.
The Gerudo set, I believe, is just, yeah, just the female set that you get from, so.
Let me check.
Because the male set would require further questing. Whereas the Gerudo set, you only have to
Yeah, I think-
start the quest. Yeah, you just have to complete the
I
without.
think that one is called what? I don't know.
It's the secret room, I believe. That place in Gerudo,
It's the
you need the
desert.
password.
It's the desert woe set, I think. So the Gerudo set is just the one get from that.
Yeah,
guy.
it's literally just called the Gerudo armor. Or Gerudo outfit. Yeah, it looks like the...
Stream died again, dang.
That's correct, Fennel.
Can refresh it again.
And Harmgen is playing a game of a round of golf over here.
Yay.
Oh my gosh, Pyro clutched that launch so well.
Nice.
Oh
Dang,
my
this is-
gosh, he did a jump slash to hit it. Wow. That was incredible.
GG. Yeah, I think he's going for that shrine. It's a blessing shrine, so really
It also has the climbing,
easy to get.
which is another 600 rupees.
That's true. So you can basically exchange that for the desert set. For the Gerudo set. Because there isn't really anything where you need money for. Except for the bowling minigame.
Yeah, I don't know what he'd need that for unless he has something in mind that he wants to buy. Bomb arrows or something? Or maybe he's planning on just getting a whole bunch of arrows in Gerudo tank for some reason. Yeah, a lot of these quests left don't really involve much combat or anything.
Now there's only the high notes left. For combat.
Well, that could have to do with it.
I wonder which one they will get for the high notes.
I haven't been paying attention to... They've been collecting as far as weapons have been going right now, but it's be interesting to see how they take out the high knot. Yeah, Pyro is taking the chest here. And Harm just making his way up here to the Akala lab to get Robbie's diary. And I'm assuming since I think he has one shrine left, he will be going to Tukalo, which is the Northern Labyrinth, which is the blessing shrine he can grab. Also, if he goes there, he can get the travel medallion.
I think I would get the shrine next to Kilton. But that one is also a blessing shrine.
Mm-hmm. Actually,
And
that'd
you
probably be
don't-
a better option.
And you don't have to walk for that. I'm not sure if the travel medallion is worth it.
Yeah, I don't know if it is either. I'm trying to think if anything requires backtracking.
Well, it's also a quest to get that one. So that might...
Oh, very true. Very true.
Take a straw on the way to the desert. Meanwhile, Spax is also slowly climbing there. Ah.
Looks like Pyro's headed up.
Oh yeah, there's Blue Inox. And he picked up a lot of weapons in Hyrule Castle earlier, so...
Oh yeah, so he does have, yeah, he has a royal crossbow. Well, not royal crossbow, royal, a royal bow.
Royal bow.
Why'd I say crossbow? This isn't RuneScape.
This is not Link's crossbow training.
Exactly. We're not killing the Queen Black Dragon. I hope someone got that.
Probably the people that play RuneScape. Bullying the Hinox with the fire arrows. Damn.
It's a workable strat. Especially since he's got that royal
Yeah.
bow.
Yeah, the bow is really useful.
Yeah, it's getting a little slower though. Zai, but it looks like his strat's figured out, so it should be good to go here. He's not having too much trouble getting some damage off on him. It doesn't look like the Hinox is even having a chance to attack.
No, as
There
long
we
as you run from them, you can kill him with the arrows. Since the bow does a lot of damage, you can just use arrows and not even have to use a single melee weapon. It's kind of nice. Yeah, that the Blue Inox defeated.
Wow, Pika killing the cute fox. Rude.
Wow. Killing foxes.
A little bit hasty there, Pyro, jumping on her.
Oh, I think
So,
I know
made it to Kilton?
why Caro found the crickets to finish that quest here. Need 10 crickets for that. Nice.
Ah, so he was going for 10 restless crickets. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So he was going
That
for all
makes
10 of
sense.
them. I didn't think he would actually be going for that side quest.
So get some rupees. Yeah, it's quite long to farm the crickets, I think. I think there are some side quests that are faster. I mean, there are definitely side quests that are faster, but I wonder if he goes there. Some of the stables. Because if you lounge to all the places, then there's not much stopping by stables.
And it looks like Harmjin is actually doing his final shrine here as Yanaga, maybe? Which is a shrine out in
Yeah.
Lake Hylia.
Do they have the...
Oh, and he got a really nice stretchy boy trying to do that.
Ah, dang. Got to reset the recto from the shrine. For the clip
Yeah,
in the shrine
so
earlier.
what happened there is if you unequip your shield while midair over a gap, basically the game tries warping you back to that position when you unequip your shield midair. And it prevents you from doing that by putting a speed limit on the game. So basically when you get hit by an object while you have ragdoll state glitch, you won't get hit by your launch, just like what happened there for Harmjin. And sometimes you get some hilarious looking stretches.
Yeah.
Link, his model turns into
There's
spaghetti.
some really funny pictures of that.
He turns into Paschetti.
Yep. He's probably going to Yanaga and then doing the Koroks. That's a smart idea.
Bex is doing a surprisingly good job with these Koroks feet. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I couldn't do any of the feet.
Same.
So it looks like Pyro is doing UTB here.
Getting those wasteland
Potentially
Koroks.
headed to Hyrule Castle, I'm assuming. I don't know where else he'd be going here. Looks like he's doing the Hyrule Castle setup.
Yeah, looks like it. Probably also for weapons to kill the Inox. Yeah, exactly. Curves are not easy. He's just showing off with his feet. So Hamjan getting the Kobe. Ah, dang. Not
Very nice
quite.
BTB from Pyro.
Nice.
You can see the current runner names on the screen. There's Specs and Stats, Calpyro, Harmjan, and Pikachu.
Yep. There's no runner's command. Wait, are they actually featured? Nope. Cool. Nobody saw that.
He's trying to kill the Guardian. Hope he doesn't get blasted here. He's an any percent runner. He should get these parries. Yeah, he's good. Actually, Pyro was doing some menu swapping right there to force that box to load so we can get him arrows.
Now you can follow the runners if you have Rank FAC installed. There's a button below the stream that you can all the featured streets. Follow all of the runners. They're really good at this game. And it's a good game.
Well, you would have never guessed. Two of the any percent runners both went to Hyrule Castle
Yep.
and are following the literal any percent route.
I mean,
But hey,
it-
I don't blame him. There's a lot of good stuff here.
yeah, and that's the reason why that's the 90% route, because it's a fast route through our castle to get a lot of good stuff.
This goes to show how useful it is even in bingo.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of useful items there. Even just these mighty bananas. Cook those up with something else. You can make some attack-up meal, which can really help out with the high knock. And he
No,
might be
that's true.
going for that. Just beat it up. I don't know if that'd really be worth it, but that might be his plan.
I don't think so. You can shred the high noise to put the weapons here anyway. But yeah, definitely. Knowing a lot of category helps a lot in bingo. And if you do normal bingo, there's actually the chance that you get a goal with beat the game. So then it's really, really useful to know any percent.
Specs is clearly gathering the Wasteland Koroks right now.
Yep.
Of course, the Koroks are left to the 100%.
I mean, that's definitely a smart idea to.
Yeah, that
the
definitely is a smart idea. It's kind of like a safe bet, too.
Yeah. He knows all the Koroks, how to get them.
And he knows how to get them relatively easy, too, and which ones he can get pretty easily. Look at that! That's some
Yeah.
pretty good arrows that Pyro just got.
Nice. Of course, because this is not an actual.
Yeah, of course,
80%
because it's
run.
not an actual 80% run.
Yeah. Also, you can get the Koroks quite okay with your feet, because they don't run away. All the stones, you can pick them up.
Yeah, Koroks are very non-input intensive thing to collect. So
I mean, there's some
yeah, some of them are, but you have a lot of options.
quite. Yeah, it can be quite tricky. But definitely, if you just need to pick up a stone, that's
Yeah, exactly.
relatively easy. So that's a really good choice they made. To leave that to them. So each of the player can play at their strength. Specs getting all the Koroks from his hunter knowledge. Cow getting to.
So Pyro's
we
gonna
can
be making
also-
some cold resistance,
80%.
presumably for bowling.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he got the one doublet earlier, so that will help him
Gonna
out.
need the level 2 though, so if he has this cold resistance with it, he'll be good to go.
Yeah. I mean, he could also, since there is a goal to kill a Wizrobe, a Fire Wizrobe, he could have just taken his the Fire Stick.
Oh yeah, that's very true. Though I do know not all of those have them on them, do they?
They all have at least a Fire Rod or a Meteor Rod. And they both work.
I thought it was just a meteor on the cold resistance.
Nah, they both have cold resistance. Which is really nice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Oh man, can Specs get the Korg? Ah, I couldn't quite get it. This is one of the Korg that is quite hard, because you need to get to a certain point in a certain time. Which, no surprise, is quite hard if you have to play with your feet.
Also, forgot to mention this earlier, but I did notice that Pyro opened a box earlier when he entered the castle, and he actually got some wild berries from that, so he's gonna have that for the wild berry crepe that he has to make.
That's really good.
So yeah, that's a nice little RNG find right there. Very lucky.
That means he doesn't have to grab them elsewhere where he might use time to that.
And yes, they have to do all the spaces. This is a Blackout bingo. First to Blackout wins.
Right. But at least it's a team bingo, so they can. Each of the players only have to do part of the card. I'm doing going for the late cards, I think. If I see that correctly.
Like it.
Yeah.
And Specs got that Korok he was going for.
Nice.
Oh, and look at this. Looks like Pyro's gonna go for some box machine action here.
Yay, flying machine!
Oh, this is a throwback. You never see flying machine anymore. We got BTBs.
True. I wonder if it's faster than all towers still. I think with the BTBs, if you can BTB from every tower to every other tower, yeah, that should be faster.
Decent. Flying machine's nice because it gets you to anywhere in the world you want to go to because you could just literally fly. But it's not the fastest method for F. But it
no,
is.
definitely not.
It
I
is very
think-
consistent and.
I think he goes to Akala with that. Because you can, with that guy will get you a long distance where you don't have to.
Mhm. And it looks like red team does still need to make it to Kilton.
Yep. Haven't
That
been
would
in
make
Akala
sense.
yet.
That's where he's headed.
Yeah, I still need to read the diary there.
So yeah, he's actually going for this box machine setup here. It's actually pretty difficult to set this up. You have to get this box into the water and use a cryonis block to put it in the cart. There is a way you can use a stasis trick actually in the garage area here to set it up, but it's not the most consistent thing ever, and a lot of people don't
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah, I tried once, and if it doesn't work, then I just push it outside and use the crayonist block.
Alright, this is pretty cool. Y'all are gonna get to see some flying machine here in this bingo.
Yep. Cool thing to show off. Because yeah, the reason why this works is because the game only checks if you stand right on a magnesis-level object if you try to grab it. But if you have something like a box or another minecart between you and the minecart you want to magnesis, then you can just lift that up and lift yourself up with that.
So it looks like he's going to be headed towards the other minecart on the other side of Howard Castle so we can set up a more stable flying machine and actually do some intercontinental travel via minecart airplane.
Yep. That's definitely a good idea because I don't think you want to go all the
Y'all
way.
brought
with
your
that
passports with you.
unstable thing.
So yeah, having two minecarts in your flying machine other than a minecart and a box is a lot more stable. The minecarts fit together very nicely, whereas the box wobbles back and forth a lot, and it's very difficult just to keep the thing balanced. Whereas minecarts, basically, if you don't really move around too much with them, they'll just balance themselves. So it's very nice and easy to fly with minecarts.
Exactly.
It's broken in the best way possible, Xan.
Yep.
And he
That's
has
true.
got a laser pointed at him.
Oh man. And of course, Cow is
The
getting
rain.
rained on. This
See
is
if he
so
can make it up, and he
stupid.
made it up. Okay, that's good. Oof, thank God he had a ferry. If he would have messed it up without having a ferry, he would have lost his minecart and he would have to flying machine back over here.
Yeah. Because they don't preserve those saves.
They do not. Yeah, any object in the world that you move around will go back to its original place when you reload the save. Unless, of course, it's like you open a chest, the chest won't reappear. Obviously. So you don't take the items, I guess.
Yeah.
You didn't have room.
So the thing with incentives is, we set a specific amount and said, okay, if someone donates that amount for this incentive, then Specs will play with the seed, and that's what happened.
All right, Pyro's got his minecart machine all set up here, and he is lifting off.
Lift off and go.
Meanwhile, Pika's made it to the bazaar. He's climbing the tower right now. He's probably gonna go up here and talk to the dude to buy some women's clothes
Yep.
and complete the Gerudo clothes task. And Pyro is flying off to Akala now.
I wonder if he takes the side quest down there. With the...
He's gonna need to play this very interestingly as he's flying to Akala, because he's gonna either have to fly through Eldin and take a whole bunch of flame damage, or he's gonna have to take a route farther to the south. Or I guess he could go way north, but he's gonna have to make a really sharp turn right here if he's doing that. Because he's got to fly past the Lost Woods.
I think doing a slide curve to the
Yeah,
south is
looks
worth
like he's doing the south. And uh-oh, he's got a thunderstorm. That's not good with minecarts. The minecarts are metal, and they will get struck by lightning, and it looks like he's gonna get struck by lightning. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I think he...
I think
has
he's
to-
taking his best option right here, which is just
This
drop
is not
down
wrong.
and wait it out or something.
That's really sucks. Weather RNG, yeah.
Yeah, that's just an example of how weather RNG can affect things. And if he was to stay up there, he would have gotten struck by lightning, so...
I think if you don't have any metal equipment items, that you don't get targeted by the lightning, but I'm not sure about that.
And I don't know what happened to his minecarts, but it looks like he's out of the thunderstorm now, so if he can find his minecarts, he can definitely get a flying machine going again.
Yeah, but I don't know, maybe he...
Yeah,
got
he
the
just
shrine
he
and
just called
then-
it quits. He
yeah.
just
And then I think he... Has he registered a horse?
I don't believe so.
Otherwise, he could have gotten...
Maybe
back
he
on
will
the
try to
stage.
do some BTBs or something. I know there's several enemies nearby,
Yeah.
or some kind of launch chain or something along those lines. I know he could probably make it to Colin. Handful of launches.
Yeah, of course, but with normal launches, you always have the problem that you don't have a lot of hearts, need a lot of healing.
Yeah. Grabbing Miro Shaz here.
Nice shrine. Not too long.
Looks like he's not getting enough hits on this golf shrine. Also, the sunset on Harmgen's screen, right? Very pretty.
Yep.
Breath of the Wild has very pretty sunsets. Right, Kip. Oh, poor Pyro. It's all good. Doesn't look like you look lucked out on that sledgehammer either. Sometimes you can get an enchantment on it.
Yeah, if you have enough enemies killed.
That one specifically usually gives me an enchantment.
Or if you have completed some dungeons.
Yeah, if you do that, you're basically guaranteed.
Yeah. I mean, that's just how it works. Game has a point system where it keeps track of how many enemies you've killed and how many dungeons you've done, if you have beaten the game, and that determines the progression of the items, like this hammer in chest.
Peo, this is a Breath of the Wild Blackout bingo, basically. 2v2. Team to complete a full card each is the win. Well, team to complete a full card first.
Yep. And it shows a lot of the game. You still need to go like basically everywhere for some goals.
Alright, Pyro just worked back to the crown of shrine. Looks like he's going for a BTB here. Wonder where he's headed to. He's...
Oh, nice. Good question.
Maybe he's trying to do this certain direction.
I think he's going for Wasteland.
Yeah, I believe that's what it is.
Ah, but misses it. Yeah, Wasteland, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I know Pyro has come up with a lot of BTB setups specifically to use in bingos, so that's probably what he's
Yeah.
going for right here.
Yeah, BTBs are really useful in Bingo. Because you can skip over large areas with thing. There are a lot of goals that are like really out of the way.
Pyro's having trouble with this BTB. This looks like a very difficult setup.
Yeah.
Looks like Pika's going for another BTB here. Loving these Temple of Time BTBs today. Wonder where he's headed towards now. Going back to the castle?
Maybe, I mean, you can curve it a bit so you go to.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't think he's going back to castle.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's curving it.
Let's see.
Yeah, he's trying to head somewhere else.
Yeah, BTB is called the bullet time bounce. If you slow the game, if you slow down the game with bullet time, and then hit with the shield on an enemy, you still get the normal bounce of the enemy. And if you go out of bullet time, the speed gets multiplied with 20, I think. So you get a fucking lot of speed. And yeah, fly all around the map. You can get this bingo card either on Bingo Sync, which we are using. They can just pick a random seed, set the short option for Breath of the Wild, and then start playing. It's really fun.
Looks like Pyro's going to this same Hinox over here that Harmjin did earlier, I believe? Or was it Pika that did it earlier?
Yeah, I think it was Pika, because he had all the weapons.
Yep, exactly.
But he's opting to fight with this. With the Royal.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, he
no.
got sat on.
Dang, yeah.
Oof.
He has some fairies. Yeah. With
That's a
that
yikes for
strong
me.
of a weapon. Hinox is not a problem. At all.
Except when he sits on you.
Yep. Just need to make sure that doesn't happen. He also could go for the shrine there.
Yes, Dakaso.
Yeah, whatever. The minor test of strength.
.cost. Sorry, I just know all the names.
I believe you because I have no idea.
I'm not proud of the fact that I know all the names.
Yeah, and I'm not proud of that I don't know any names. And also, I'm just getting the monster elixir for the monster cake. It's very nice.
Very
There's
consistent
this-
place to get them right there. I remember
Yep.
back in the day we were considering getting that in categories like all dungeons. You literally go right past that enemy.
Yep.
Or that NPC, rather, that you have to kill the enemy for. Yeah, looks like Pyro might be headed to Dakaso.
Yeah.
It's definitely got the
Also,
weapon.
killed the fire wizard with a single ice arrow. It's really nice. You can kill the fire wizards with ice arrows and the ice wizards.
Yeah, good call killing that wizard up there as well while he's here.
And these, I think that the wizard that's closest to the plateau. Really easy to get. But yeah, I'm just heading to the Banta to get the cane sugar for the monster cake and the bowling minigame. And maybe some ingredients for some other stuff to cook.
And yeah, Pyro's taking out this minor touch of strength at Dakaso. So he's gonna be grabbing some hearts potentially as well, or maybe the weapon. Yeah. So far, Team Blue's doing pretty well, but they gotta do some catching up with Wasteland Koroks. That is a major advantage that Team Red's got right now.
Yep.
9 Wasteland Koroks is a pretty hefty thing to go do. But I believe Pyro's headed that way right now. He's over near Dakaso, which is kind of towards the Gerudo Canyon area, and he can get to the Wasteland area via that area. Can I say
Yeah,
area
even
enough
though-
times?
Even though I think it might be better to just walk to Cryonis and just launch to the wasteland.
Yeah, that's what I'd say also, but maybe he can do something fancy here. Yeah, that's what he's probably doing. Yep.
Yeah, because you're so down in the shrine.
Yeah, and he can grab that bomb arrow chest there too. I feel like he's considering a BTB as well. So he could do some variant of the Cryo to Magnesis BTB and potentially get something that goes in the direction of the desert and it really get him a head start in getting to these Koroks.
Yeah, this is also Pikastraf is right at the Two Rings Shrine. Gotta get the starting quest.
Yep, he actually has to talk to Cass. He can't just do the shrine. However, he can do the shrine, then talk. So that does work.
Yeah, but
Whatever
can
he
do it
wants to
either way.
do. Yeah, you can do it either way. It doesn't really matter. It's just whatever's efficient based off your routing.
yes. So in
Yep,
that case,
Pyro
that
is
would
going
probably
for
be
another
better
BTB here.
to get the quest first. Just shoot an arrow through two of the, I don't know, two of the rings.
Yeah, Pyro has seriously been getting fancy with these BTBs today.
Yeah, really shown off. It's really cool.
Man, it looks
Okay,
like he
have to
got one.
look.
Very nice. It's gonna take him
Nice.
to a pretty high up location in the Gerudo Canyon.
Yeah, and from there you can
You
go
can just
down.
work
and
top
grab a
down,
lot of
yeah.
Koroks. That's a really, really good idea.
Yeah, working top down is really great because you don't have to fight the terrain.
Yeah.
Hope he can
Especially if you
maintain
don't
speed
have
to
any
make it all the way
stamina.
over here, though. I don't know if he has any stamina food on him. But yeah, his speed's
Uh,
really
It
iffy
could
right
be
now.
close, but at least he made it to the.
Oh,
desert
yes.
area.
Yeah, true. Oh, he's reloading. Wow, okay.
He wants
He's
a
not
better
even gonna give it a
BTB.
shot. And Pika just summoned the shrine for the 2-ring shrine quest. Shimda goes, I wonder what strat he's gonna go for with this shrine. There's about 15 different things you can do in this shrine. There's basically a 5-foot wall right next to you, right when you enter the shrine. If you can come up with any way to get over it, you complete it fast.
You can
Bomb jump,
do a
ragdoll
fancy
jump.
two-bomb jump on the side
Yeah.
and get around it.
Or you can get super fancy and clip through.
Yeah.
Insert one of those
really
brain
good
expansion
way.
teams here for solving Shimda Go.
Yeah, someone should make that. There are a lot of strats to do that.
The top one's gonna be doing an extended skew clip.
Yeah.
Specs is doing very well for playing with his feet. I am actually so shocked.
Yeah.
That is impressive. Like,
It
look
really
at him.
is.
Like, blue team is doing pretty well over here.
Oh hey, also we can see a lot of the mountain glow on the stream. Unfortunately, not a goal on this card.
But yeah, thanks to Specs, red team actually does have the Wasteland Korok. Huge advantage. Something that blue team is yet to get.
Yep. Blue team will get the Western cards and then Gorilla outfit, I guess. I haven't kept track of how many side quests each of the teams have. Don't know if they're close.
Wait a minute, if Pyro's going for Wasteland Korok, Specs already has that. What's Pyro doing?
Probably getting the Gerudo set.
Oh, that's right, red team still
Don't
doesn't.
think that got that. Damn, the place by Crown is a really good BTB spot.
Pika's having a tough time with getting a vertical height launch over here towards the Ridgelands area.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid. Sometimes you just slide down the tree.
And looks like Pyro finally got a decent BTB there. Very good. Looks like he's got some good speed on this one. Let's see what the height's looking like, though. Yeah, that's workable.
Nice.
Very nice BTB.
I wonder if he's going straight to Group Town or dropping down somewhere to do another launch.
That's what he's gonna have to do here. In a location that doesn't really have much in the way of things to launch with. Only thing I can think about around here, maybe some pebbles, or I know there is a Korok puzzle around here that has one of the cubes. I think I know where he's headed. He's headed to that little enemy camp. Or, actually no, he's headed straight to the bazaar, I think. Yeah, he's not that far from the surf
Go
there.
to the bazaar and then to Group Town and then back.
I was gonna say, I think he might be going to that enemy camp just like right before the Desert Gateway. You could do a launch or something up towards Gerudo Town.
I don't know where he goes to the bazaar first. Maybe he wants to launch with a tree from there?
Yeah, Pika's doing a launch chain to try to make it somewhere. So he's trying to get up to Hebra. And a good way to get up to Hebra is actually make it to Rito Village and then launch up through Lanoku.
The stupid thing about these trees is that they kind of have a weird hitbox because
Yeah.
it ends somewhere where the top of the tree would be.
The hitbox of the stasis tree is the same hitbox as its log, but the tree at the top is still attached, so you can just walk through it. It's really weird. But they get destroyed as leaves when the tree falls and hits the ground, so I don't know, it's a little strange.
Yeah, that's what I think. If you chop down the tree, the game's like, okay, that's a log. No need to do some have some special model for that.
It's like
Nobody
Harmjin
will
got
ever figure out the
stasis
model.
launch towards Rito.
Nice.
So he's gonna be trying to head towards the islands here, and he's gonna do probably a rocket tree, just like we used to do in all dungeons and all main quests. Get to Rito Village.
Good old strats.
Good old strats. They never. Hey, they still work.
Yep. They're still relevant. If you're in the situation where you need it.
Yeah, you'll find
to know
strats
them.
like that. You'll find useful in bingos and stuff, even if they aren't the viable strats in other categories nowadays. But bingos lift all those exceptions. Exception to all those routing ideas.
Exactly, that's why if you want to play bingo really well, you need to know everything about the game.
Pika took the Cliffside Etching Shrine quest. I don't think that's anything that's going to be useful to them at all.
Maybe they thought that it's a side quest.
No, I don't think that counts as a side quest. It is a shrine. Unless they're allowing that.
No. There are shrine quest total goals in the bingo.
So Pika seems to be doing some rocketry glider maneuver to cross this chasm.
Taken over by Ganon 100
Yeah,
years ago.
and Cowpie showing off how to solve this
You
puzzle
must
the
find a
intended way, or
inside in order to
at least
free
half the
it from
intended
Ganon's
way.
malice. I believe in
And
you.
he's getting zippity zapped.
Yeah.
Zoobity zoop. It's like Pika may be headed up to the Rito mini boulder launch here. Good call. He can find a Royal Claymore up there too. I don't know how useful that is, but in case he needs some durability, there's a lot of weapons around the area.
Yeah, nice place for weapons, because there are a lot of two-handers there. Really nice for launches. Also, yeah, they fire the arrow in the tree to change the direction, so you get an upwards launch. Get a little bit more height. Yeah, the bingo's going quite well. The blue team already has marked 18 goals. Only 7 to go.
Oof. Pyre has a hilarious accident trying to solve Dako Chize.
Yep, that's just...
Yeah, that's what happens if you hit it too
It's
many
really
times. That
easy
shrine
to-
mushes you into the ceiling.
Yeah, that shrine doesn't have a high ceiling. It's really easy to get shot there. And then get killed.
I think he's understanding the strat now.
Yeah. It's a pretty nice shrine skill. I don't think he knows the typical way where you put the block. But yeah, that should work as well.
There you go. That's nice.
Nice.
Can't solve the puzzle by doing electricity, just hop right over the gate.
Yes. That's just what you can do in a lot of shrines. Just find an object, you can stasis.
Alright, Specs is
Go
making his way towards a
over the
call, it
fence.
seems.
Yeah, looks like it. Meanwhile, Cowpowder is finishing up all the other goals. He can just right there do the 2 easy goals with just reading stuff and talking to someone. Meanwhile, Hamjan's making the monster cake. And gets a good RNG with 5 hearts of healing, but he won't use the monster cake because, well, he needs that for the bingo. And Cowpyro heading to the Gerudo.
It's like Pika's having a little bit of trouble getting to Rito Village. Not having any success with these launches. Hopefully he'll get something soon.
Yep.
Yeah, some of these stasis launches can be absolutely brutal, especially if you're not well practiced with them. I see the fairy fountain over there, though. Gonna be heading towards there.
Probably to level up the armor
Yeah.
to get that goal done. Good thing is you don't need that many rupees for the first fairies. You only need to level up one time. That's nice.
So Pyro's made it to Vilia and is now buying the Gerudo clothes, so finishing up that objective.
Yeah, judging by the goals, they're actually pretty close.
Yeah, red team seriously picking up some pace here.
15 to 19. Really nice. But I haven't paid attention who's closer to finishing the 10 side quest. But that's definitely one of the goals that can still take a long time if you don't have finished a lot side quest yet.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
I'm just finishing up Royal Recipe here.
Giving the fruitcake.
And it looks like Pika is upgrading the outfit piece he needed to, the Hylian trousers. Uh-oh, he doesn't have the items he needs. So
Still
it looks
needs
like
some
he just
Bacall
basically
and
just wanted to
horns.
see what he needed.
Yeah, that's right.
Either that or he's
But-
confused about one quest.
But at least you can get them easily. I think there is actually an enemy camp down there. Which you
Oh yes,
just
there
have
is.
to
That's the
look
one
out.
we used to BTB to Ancient Columns.
Ah, nice.
So I don't know if he's gonna go use that or not for something. There's also a Royal Claymore down there, I believe.
Isn't there a...
Pyro looks like he's going for a another BTB here.
It's really shown off with his BTBs today.
I know. I don't blame him. They're really useful.
Yeah, that's true. I really need to look for some places where you can set up, where you can set up with the bow and the arrow. You can put the enemies in a special direction. And
Oh,
then
what setup is
the
he
BTB from
doing
them.
now? Let's see what this is.
It looks like a BTB to Rito from that direction. I mean, he got a lot of speed, but not quite in the direction he.
Pyre's going for that same BTB once again.
Hey.
It looks like Spec has finally made it to the Occult Ancient Tech Lab, or he's going to read Robbie's diary.
Up and then probably head over to Kilton, talk to him, finish those goals. Cowpire getting the BTB, but quite slow, so reloaded. Meanwhile, Pika is fighting some of the goblins for the horns to upgrade the armor.
Harmjin now has the monster cake.
Wait, didn't he made one already?
I don't believe so. I think he did the wrong recipe or something.
I think he already made it, but
He cleared the tile, so something happened, I think.
maybe he reloaded? I don't know.
Yeah, I have no.
But yeah, that's that cleared. Activating the shrine just in case. Oh, I think he maybe did the monster cake and then walked somewhere else, but realized he had to buy another cane sugar. So just reloaded. I didn't watch it.
Oh, so Pyre came over here to Shimda goes, gotcha. And he's gonna get the 2-ring shrine quest done.
Nice. It's a really quick way to get
So
there.
it looks like he's gonna be doing the shrine before talking to Beetle, which is a-okay.
Thanks for it.
I can't wait to see which kind of method he uses to solve this shrine, since there's about 80.
Oh,
See if he's gonna do his extended skew clip into the bars or not.
from 15 to 80 methods of skipping that shrine.
Oh, there's so many methods to skip this.
Yeah.
Literally,
and
if you
some
can if you can get over a 5-foot wall, you can skip this shrine.
Yeah.
Just not that hard to do.
Yeah. I think the easiest method is to bomb yourself. Just jump on the shield and then use the bomb.
No, this is Shimda Goes. It's the one with the orbs. You have to press buttons to make them roll down, but you can also just like literally skip the shrine by doing what Pyro's doing right now.
The shrine with the fans is the shrine in Rito Village.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Specs making it night. Or at least trying to make it night. So you can talk to Kiltner.
the reflex pause after missing one of the bounces. As you want to
Actually-
go to reload the game, I do the same thing.
Would he survive the bomb with only half of a heart missing?
Uh-oh, I don't know if he will.
Sure.
Well, apparently he does.
Yes, but couldn't get over the wall. Ah, next attempt. Picastra going to the golf minigame, I think. Looks like it. It's not quite bowling, but I've made this mistake myself. Cleaning the golf minigame and then realizing, oh,
Oh
need
no, that's not
to do
good.
bowling.
At least he gets some sledgehammer, I guess. And there we go. Pyro got the strat for Shame to Goes. Very nice.
Nice.
All right,
Kinda
Specs
sad,
just
but-
made it to Kilton as expected. As
Nice.
expected. Huh.
Ha,
Huh.
ha. Yeah, it's kind of a shame that the minigames are not even side quests in the game. So
Yeah.
you don't see them in 100%. I wonder why they did that. I mean, there's a category all minigames. But, yeah. Not popular.
Pyro's gonna be trying some other kind of BTB here, I'm assuming.
Think so. I mean, that's a good place for BTB, I think. Though it's always hard if you have to deal with the enemies and can't put them in the perfect position with arrows. They see you. That makes it really hard to get a good angle. You get the BTB, nice.
Got the BTB, just a bit of a low angle.
But on his way to beat the village.
Luckily there's some trees up top that hill up there he can go towards, and there's some other ones down here he could probably launch towards the village with. But yeah, he's definitely headed up towards bowling, I believe.
I think. He might go
Uh-oh,
to the
Harmjin is
village and then-
upset cuckos.
Oh man. It's not even a goal.
Funny though.
No. Still a fun goal to angle the Kako. It's a nice Easter egg.
So I guess they're not gonna take that long anymore.
not looking
I don't
like it.
know.
Yeah, I really don't know.
I think
I'd say max
I'm pretty sure
20.
Amgen and Pikastrav are almost finished. They only need 3 goals. No, wait, they still need the Wasteland Koroks.
Yeah, so they've got quite a bit of meat.
Just
Yeah.
making sure because we've just reached the estimate.
Okay.
That's true.
Well, it's your call.
I think they wanted to stop.
Yeah, they didn't want to go over the S. Try to conform as much as possible.
Yeah. Because you can also see by the number of goals there who's leading right now. And since we are already behind schedule, I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how close they are to the 10 side quests. Because then I think the team blue could finish really, really soon. But yeah. Yeah, I think we can stop the timer and maybe get them in from an interview.
Yeah, I was just I'm going down to grab specs at least. I don't know about the others. I've just pinged them. Specs is here though, so I'm just gonna talk to him real quick.
Okay.
Oh, Pyro got hit down by the windmill.
That's unfortunate. But I think we still make it in the general direction. Ah, no. Too much to climb.
Pig is currently making his way towards Heber right now. Same with Pyro.
Yep, to get the.
Yeah, both of these two guys are going for it.
Alright, I'm still waiting for confirmation from them.
Well, harm to the side.
No, it shouldn't say 22 for Team Blue, because Team Red already has done the Wasteland Koroks. Team Blue has not. But yeah, really good showing from both of the teams. A lot of crazy launches and BTBs.
Yeah, seriously.
And yeah, Blackout can be quite trolly, especially since there wasn't a lot of overlap in this card. I've seen some cards of short bingo where there were like 3 goals with grab Boko item. I mean, if you have that luck with a lot of similar goals, then yeah, you can finish a lot faster. So
Yeah, they get pretty silly.
yeah. It's kind of the risk of Blackout.
Oh, and Pika die. Not
Dang.
Pika, Pyro. That was some crazy ragdolling Link had there.
Yep.
It's unfortunate he had the
Making
launch.
some funny
there
new
too.
moves, but quite deadly as well. Meanwhile, Hamjan gets a launch, but not quite the launch he wanted. Man. Because they're also having some troubles climbing there. Falling down again.
Oh boy. uh, Cow just wrote, "Let me know when the pain can stop."
Damn.
Yeah, I agree with what Spec said. Probably another 45. 9 Wasteland Korax for
All
one
right, then.
is quite a bit.
Team Specs and Cow probably won't finish. I don't know about Team Harm and Pika.
They said they wanted to finish after 2 hours. To just call it.
Yeah. So I think it's safe to say they're finishing too.
So
Yep.
yeah.
To just say, okay, we're done after 2 hours, because we are already behind schedule, and they have done a really, really good.
That's the unpredictable
wow.
nature of bingos for you.
Yes, that's true. I mean, you can also blame me, because I chose the card. Which means I just generated one and was like, okay, that's good.
I mean, it's not a bad card. I think it's pretty
It's a
decent.
bad
for
card
this.
in that sense that there's not a lot of synergy on that. So a lot of goals you have to do. And nothing like you do 10 goals and then you have automatically completed 10 other goals.
And we've
Yeah,
got
exactly.
Specs here at least. So I don't know about the others.
Just
Still
ask them if they
trying
want
to collect them.
Pyro's just having fun with
I
himself with bomb
the
arrows now. So.
general idea was to start right now. So
Yep.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, just add them and say,
I added
come in for
them
interview.
already.
Damn. Wait,
Probably not reacting due to streamer mode in Discord.
I can write in the chats. Oh, do you have the Katka link open? Then you can write to everyone as well. Nice. Kill Pyro and pick a straw from the synced death.
Alright, we've got Cow there too. Specs somehow went away again.
Oh, he
I don't
was
know
already
why.
in the...
Okay, apparently
Specs-
we're still playing. I don't know.
Specs is just escaping. I can't get Specs over to the live channel for some
Hey, what's
reason.
up, guys?
What's up?
I had a lot of fun not getting, basic launches. It was wonderful.
Dude, it was...
Nice try, Magnesis
Alright.
the block and Dako Chise and
Let me switch
Sledgehammer.
to.
I didn't remember how to do it actually, so I was just like,
You used Magnesis like stasis and it killed me. That's like such a mistake I would make.
I just want to get to Rito. How hard is it to get to Rito?
Max height VHL here should get you to the spot you need to be.
I'm not gonna get max.
Alright, I'm gonna switch to the interview screen because
You don't want to see my
Only
pain
Specs
anymore?
is still playing apparently. Pika and Harmjam both. I don't know. Specs. Specs is still there doing spec stuff.
We're just
Not
gonna do
reacting to me.
spec stuff until you cut us. That's the plan.
Yeah. It's going for both
There's
minigame.
Pika, I guess. I don't know. Give me a short moment. I gotta switch scenes, I guess. Don't know if someone else already did that.
I don't think so.
No, nobody did that. Alright, let's just switch over to the interview screen.
Okay, then
Transition.
let me quickly finish the timer.
Right,
So
there
it
we
looks like
are.
to finish. But nice.
We are. Alright. I can see again about Specs. I don't know if Specs actually got me that it's over.
I don't think he does.
He knows. He was just continuing to ride. That's why he's in the waiting room right now.
Yeah. All right. There he is. There he is. There he is. Yo, Specs. There he is.
But yeah, nice bingo. Nice showing off.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my goodness.
I have to copy the BTBs.
What's
But-
up?
GG though.
Yeah. I hate this bingo board. I legit dislike this bingo board so much.
I kind of agree with you. Because there isn't a lot
This is
of
the one that
overlap
picked
on this
it.
board.
I mean, 10 side quests and 8 shrines? Like, oh gosh. I'm trying to
Yep.
fit that in with everything else.
Yeah. Kind of trying to get that on the way.
Exactly.
How many side quests in total did you have at the end?
Here, let me check. I got it up right now. Or I can get it up. I was getting close. I just didn't know where else to look, so that's why I abandoned it. Side
I'm
quest.
still trying to get Pika's drop in here. Eventually, he's gonna. Well, he is in here, but he's
I'm here,
not.
yeah.
Ah, yeah.
I got 7.
okay, he's
7 side quests total. And I didn't know where to go for the other 3.
Oh well, we're a few people too much for the layout actually.
Yeah,
The
that's
layout
fine.
is broken.
Imagine
Sorry
having
for
a
that.
professional layout.
Yeah. Imagine actually being professional.
But yeah, anything you want to say about this bingo?
I don't like it.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
There was a lot of quick grabs, which was nice, but then you get to like the grind of the 10 side quests and the wild berry crepe and the royal recipe and the 8 shrines. It's just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
It was kind of sad when my flying machine fell apart. I was heading to Akala and then the thunder came and I tried to quick menu, which was a mistake.
Yeah,
Hello.
Thunderstorm is really stupid.
Yo. Why are you always disconnecting Specs?
It wasn't my fault.
People are kicking him out.
I blame TLoZ.
Okay, that's fair. But you're breaking the layout.
I'm
Yeah.
just bowling right now.
Nice.
That's why he's disconnecting.
I'm just bowling.
He's
bowl.
trying to
Yeah.
bowl. It's important.
Let me
Great
bowl.
job playing with your feet. That was truly impressive.
Right.
Congrats
Oh,
on that.
I look forward to watching the replay.
Yeah, do that.
First try.
First try. You got a first try?
No.
Oh.
Of course not. It's okay.
Well, I had fun. I hope everyone else did. I see that we raised $266. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
guys so much.
we had two $100 donations during.
Nice.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Who are
Definitely.
they from? Let's give them a quick shout out.
So keep your donations in. Follow the rest, and then I would say we're gonna switch to the intermission screen. And next up is the new Super Mario Bros. Wii Triple Bingo.
Let's go for
Alright.
that. That sounds great.